create the database. At the same time, open helper, which provides some helper methods to create the database. SQLite
Okay.
database. The purpose of the SQLite database is to create some tables inside the database. To create some tables inside the database. Next one, cursor means get some data. Means if you want to perform some operations on your tables of your database, then we need to use cursor. Next one, content values means in particular table if you want to insert some data. Okay, in table we might have n number of columns. In column 1 you want to insert one data, in column 2 you have to insert one data. To specify that, content values will do that. So to create the SQLite database, just create one class. So usually here what I did here, just I have created one different database package name. Inside that I have created one class called my database. Here just create one class. That class is extends SQLite Open Helper. Whenever you extend the SQLite Open Helper, we should override two methods. One is on create and the other one is on upgrade. Whenever you call this your database class, first one on create method will get called and on upgrade method also will get called. So the purpose of, okay, here see now it's showing some what warning, create constructor. So here what we have to do here, just we need to create one constructor.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever you call this class, we need to pass some values. And the first thing is private context MCTX means your application object. MCTX okay. MCTX equals to context. At the same time, we need to pass the name of your database. So now what I'm doing here in utils, okay, in DB itself, right click new Java class, DB constants. DB constants. Now what I'm doing, okay, static final thing DB name means your database name. My database name I'm giving as Android final. Next one, sing final, sorry, static final string table name. Table name I'm giving as user. Okay, this one.
Mm-hmm.
So come to my database. So first one I'm passing the context. The second one is db constants dot my db name I'm passing. Third one is version, sorry, somewhat factory. I'm used to pass the null value. Next one version is your database version. So static final int db underscore version equals to somewhat version number. This version number I'm going to give here db constants dot database version. So here I don't want to pass these many values, just enough. So see now whenever I call this class, just I need to pass this context. At the same time I'm calling superclass. Superclass of this class is SQLite Open Helper. To the superclass, just I am passing my application object and my database name. This is a cursor factory. It always we used to give null and the version of the database. Now here whatever context I am passing, I am getting from top of that context. At the same time, create SQLite database object. SQLite database MD somewhat object RM database M database. To get the M database object, get writable database. This get writable database is method which is available under SQLite Open Helper. Simply it will return your database object. Simply it will return your database object. Just control S.
Okay.
Mm, okay. Yes. Now, whenever you call this method, that case this constructor will should be called. This constructor will be called. In the constructor, I am passing some specific values. That case, it will create one database for us. You will create one database. After that, here what you have to do in the database, you need to create one table. So to create the table, static final column name name static final static final column name. Okay, column name. One second. Hello.
Okay.
Ibrahim. అక్కడ క్లాస్లో ఉన్నాను, నాకు అరగంట తర్వాత కాల్ చేయనా? అర్జెంటా? చేస్తానులే. Column name and column mail and column password
Password.
and what else?
Email. Mail అయిపోయింది.
Mail,
Sign up, gender.
password, means somewhat columns, whatever you need. Somewhat columns. Now to create, okay, static final string create table. This is what general one variable. To create the table, create create table. If not exists, the table name plus table name. Create table name. Okay, next plus double quotes the table columns. The column is first column name, the value is text. Next one plus column mail, type is text, plus column password, type is text, plus column gender, type is text. Finally close it. Yeah, inside. So finally create table. So whenever I call the create table if not exists, the table name and column name, column email text, column password text, column gender, instead of text I will give age. Instead of column I will give integer. So this is what one create table query. Now db is what? Our SQL database of
Yeah.
db dot execute SQL. db dot execute SQL my database dot sorry
DB constants.
db dot instance dot create table. So whenever you call this my database, that case on create method will be called. In on create method db dot execute SQL, that case it will come, it will create one table for you. It will create one table for you. Okay. Now
Okay.
what I need to do here, public void save data, or otherwise insert data. Insert data. To insert data, what I need to do here, I need to pass user entity. User. Now these details I need to store inside the database. To do that, first one, content values cv equals to new content value. cv dot put the key is db constants dot to column name, and this is the column cc content values, new content values cv dot put column name, the respected value means to which value you wants to print, user dot get username. username, next one column name, password, get to user password, column
Email.
gender, get to
Gender.
is name. It returns one integer value, true or false.
Boolean.
Okay. But the thing is, the gender we are given as one integer value.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But let's see what will
Mm-hmm.
happen. So gender is male and column dot name, password,
Mail.
email.
Mail.
Get user email. So whatever values you have in entity here, that value we are creating one content values, and the content values contain the column name, which column name and what is the respective value you want to insert in that. So
Okay.
after that, your database object dot to use insert. Use insert. In insert, see, first it will take your table name, means to which table you need to insert. Next one is the column value. Any of the column of your database. The third one is insert, insert, fetching a documentation, means if you want to see what is the insert. Yeah. See. In insert, first we need to first parameter we need to pass string value, that is what table name. The second value also string, that is what somewhat column name from your table. Third one is what? Content value.
Content.
Finally
Value.
it returns one long value. The long value, what is the long value? See, long, the row ID of the newly inserted row, if you get any error it returns -1. So insert, the table name is db constants dot to table name and db constants dot to somewhat column name, any column name. Next one. So here what I want to do here, long row id equals to log dot ve. So private to okay, final static final string tag equals to finding your class name. My class name I given as my database. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
now come to here,
Mm-hmm.
log.v, just import, and this is the tag, and insert that. Just for the information purpose only, insert data and the row id. Just I want to print that row id. So finally I'll return that row id. So here I'm returning, so here I'm having long value. Okay, so this is what inserting some value into the database. Now what I want to do here, in sign up button, whenever user click the sign up button, so previously I used to save the data inside the shared instances. Previously I used to share the
Okay.
data inside the shared province, my tools dot
Mm-hmm.
save user data. But inside the save
Okay.
user data, previously I used shared preferences. Now to old method, save user data preferences. Now same method, yes, save it user data in DB. Okay, so that case what you need to do here, my database DB equals to new my database. Here I need to pass my context object. Now DB dot insert data, here I have to pass entity user. Finally returns one long value ID. So return row id. So here I'm marking this one as a long value. So come to your sign up. So see, save user data in db, save user data in db. So here int inserted id. Okay, so it's not int, it always I'm returning long value, so that's why I marked as a long. If
Okay.
inserted id not equals to -1, okay, if not equals to -1, what I'm doing here, saved successfully, saved successfully. If
Successful
that is -1,
is error.
some error,
Not successful.
okay, somewhat message,
Mm-hmm.
just I'm printing the id also, inserted id. Here also I'm printing row id plus inserted id. Now see here, just run this, click on ok. Tools, Android, enable adb integration. See, I have run this program, it's running. Default settings. See, first when I'm running, definitely I think it should show some error. Now we need to
Mm-hmm.
cause what is the error. Okay, so
Okay.
when I click the sign up, this what I'm doing, enter username Shravan, password 123, and email Shravan at gmail.com. So country is India and mail acceptance. When I press the login, some error one, some error one. What is the
Yeah.
reason here? Usually it should show some error here. You should get force close. Insert data row ID is one, right? Means we got
Mm-hmm.
one, means it was inserted. Somewhere I have written some condition. Yeah, not equal. Okay, inserted ID not equals to -1. I have written 1 not equals to -1.
-1.
Right? Because if I get any error, it should give minus error.
-1.
-1. Now I'm see. First previous user is somewhat different. I have given as Shravan. Now the current user, see, sign up, Shikar 123,
Mm-hmm.
Shikar at mail.com, mail, acceptance, click on login. Saved successfully. Row ID is 2. Clear?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I want to do here, see, so that is what the saving the data. That is what saving the data. Now, if you want to fetch the data from the database, now what I want to do here, public void check user. I'm implementing one more method. I'm implementing one more method called check user. To the check user, I need to pass username, comma, string, password. I've passed username and password. Now my intention is whatever username I have given here, whatever password I have given here, I need to check both are available in DB or not. If it is
Okay.
success, I need to return something. If it is failure, I need to return something. So it check
Mm-hmm.
it in here. I want to return boolean value, return false by default. So what I need to do here, I need to make one query, my database dot raw query. Uh, yeah, raw query. Here, what I need to do here in raw query, see, one is SQL, then the second one is the selection arguments. So, for but here, see, select star from what is the table name plus db constants dot to table name. Select
Table
star
name.
from means select everything from table name. Do you have idea about database? Basic.
Little bit idea, basic
That's
idea.
enough. That's enough. We're not going. No need more than that. Select star from database where plus db constants dot to column name. Name equals to the name is a string that should be put inside the double quotes. The value username means select star from db constant tab name where column name equals sorry column name means your column name. What is column name? Means name means your name equals to username plus comma and plus not plus c comma and column db constant dot to column password equals to see column name here I should give equals to and column password equals to password. Yes. See here. Yes. So finally here I need to put this inside the bracket and finally I need to put one more bracket. Select star from table name where column name equals to username and column password equals to password. Mm, and comma none. So the raw query returns cursor object. Raw query returns cursor object. If you find the values with the given username and password, the cursor is contain some data. If cursor not equals to null and cursor dot get count greater than 0 means I have something with my you entered username and password, so I'm saying return true, else return false,
False.
else return false, then remove this, remove this. Yeah. Now what I want to do here in activity sign up, okay, enter something in Java login activity. Okay. Login activity usually in previous whenever you use something what shared preferences I used to get those data, but now what I want to do here I don't want to get the data
Mm-hmm.
directly. See, I'm doing changes in the same application itself. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Boolean is user success. So what I need to do here, instead of writing the business logic here, public boolean check user. To this check user, I need to pass username comma some password. Now my database db equals to new my database, and to this database we need to pass the context also, context. Okay, db dot check user. To the check user I'm passing username comma password. So finally I'm returning something, whatever we are getting. Come to this login activity. So my utils dot to the check user I have written in normal method. So if I make it static, then I can access with the help of class name. My utils dot
Mm-hmm.
check user get to application context dom username comma password. Username comma password. This is the previous logic, so I don't want to disturb. So just what I'm doing here, just comment this is login success. Simple. Okay, now just from here again, come to your screen. See, now username I'm entering 1 and Shravan password. The password I think I given 123. Click on login. It says
Okay.
please register. No. You should not show that. See? Yeah. We don't need this, right? Okay. Okay. Now click on login. I got some error. See here everything can do anything, but the reason is whenever you get some issue, your application got closed. Now you need to figure out why my application got closed. Just go to Android monitor. See here you have some error. What is that error? See here. See? Some syntactical exception while compiling. Select star from username where user. Okay. Select star from user is your table name. Here also we should put some bracket. Here also we should put some bracket. Select start from user where name equals Raman and password equals to 123. Right? Now we need to remove this
Mm-hmm.
bracket, extra bracket. So see,
Mm-hmm.
one more important thing is we see in logs also I'm able to see where you have error. In my database, line number 59, just click on that. In here, okay.
Okay.
So what I need to do here, because I don't want to give it this bracket. Let's run. Then clear the log cache. Username Shravan, password I have given 123 when I click the login. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I went to user details site. Suppose back. Username I given as Shravani. When I press the login, wrong details. Suppose
Yeah.
username if I give as SRIKR Shrikar, what is the password I given? Maybe 123.
1, 2. Mm-hmm.
Click on login. Did you observe? I'm able to log in with the help of another user also. Why? Because I have shared those all data inside the database.
Database.
Okay? Are you clear?
Mm-hmm.
Out.
Yes, it is clear.
Okay. See, today class I have explained what is the database and what is the use and how to use the database.
Yeah.
Okay. Enough for
Mm-hmm.
today?
Yeah, enough.
Yeah. See.